Oh no. Oh mate, it's the new year, but the same old iPad. And yeah, like people know that I have like replaced the case once, but this is actually the original case again. I've mentioned in after show and maybe videos ages ago, like, you know, like, what's the deal with this iPad? Why is it here? Or maybe must be some sort of big old Apple fanboy or something. I mean, look, I can't deny that vintage Apple stuff is more fun to collect and smell than like, you know, vintage PC stuff. You know, I have both, but you know, the Apple stuff is goofier and stranger. But like, honestly, like modern Apple stuff and just modern tech in general actually is miserable. I hate it. Like all this AI crap. And actually, I've got a really smelly Apple video coming up where an Apple Studio computer part of my company died 1 month out of warranty. Coming for you, Apple. But the backstory of this iPad, I mean, this is an iPad 4. Does it still have battery? This filthy beast. Oh! I mean, that's not the time, but it is January 1st. It is a whole new year. This is my iPad 4 from when they came out, right? I got this at university. I was doing the jazz course and whatnot. And now that dent right there happened to me on stage with a reasonable sized celebrity, and it blew off the music stand under heavy winds. The rest of the dents are from the grittings. Whoopsie. Mate, what a waste. You're just taking technology and abusing it. What are you muppet? Oi, I used it for years and did all my study with it, and then my mum bought it off me, and then she used it until it couldn't load Facebook smoothly anymore. Then it became a PDF cookbook near the kitchen, right? And so it was covered and drenched in oil until it was too bulky for that. Then I tried to give it away about 6 or 7 times. Some people said yes, and then never picked it up. And then I washed it and turned it into this placemat because I like the color green. I bought this case after all, and I think it looks good against this tone of fake wood that is this IKEA table I bought from a friend that I was like sharing a house with in uni days. Yeah, like this table, the way this is set up, it's been this way for donkey's years, you know, and when I was, you know, fixing iPods for myself, this is a grippy surface for, you know, like stuff doesn't slip around as much and it's a little bit soft. Yeah, it's the most practical use this iPad got in years. It was either this or the bin. And then I started this channel and this was already here, and then cue the rest of it. And that, yes, this is the original case. Like you can see the little hole in the Apple there, like that's in the very earliest videos. Or you should see the case that came after. Yeah, I was pretty aggressive with this one. I think it's where a lot of the dents came from. And so this one was looking so scuffed that people were really complaining about because it does look terrible. And then I went back to the original one, which is now looking extra terrible. Like I try to clean it, but it's just coming off. It's coming apart. Credit to this case. It wasn't meant to last this long. Man, I really do love this green. Green is my favorite. And this was a great design. The way like this curls around and like you can just stand it up. And now they're just these memories. Every one of these is a gritting of some sort. But something amazing has happened. And mate, this is harder to find than you'd think. Mainly because of all the bootlegs, the fakes, you know, just fake AI renderings of stuff that you think you're buying. Shopping online is miserable. I can't stand it. And even if you find the item, you then hope that the courier can actually deliver it. You know those gigantic businesses that only do one thing, but somehow are also terrible at it? I had to send this responsibility off to my sister, who works for me now too. She's the queen of Dingusland. Look at the wonderful thing she's made. To my cursed image. But she succeeded. She did an amazing job. I'm so proud. She found one. An actual brand new, in the box, right? Sealed. McSealed, mate. The replacement case that I had wasn't even McSealed. I thought there'd be a chance of finding one of these, because the thing about these cases, if you look, like the funny thing about the iPad 4, it's an ancient, out-of-date, obsolete nugget. But look, it was like the first iPad to have lightning on it. That's how old lightning is. But look at the spacing around it. It's like super wide for a 30-pin connector for the previous iPads. At the time, the iPad 2 was the most common nugget there was. Mainly because of schools buying fleets of them and then just using them until they literally wouldn't even let you log in anymore. I knew. I worked in schools, right? iPad 2s everywhere, and they were just piling up. And so that means there's like, you know, 3 different generations of iPad that can use this exact case. Surely someone had one of these laying around. It's a good case. Revolutionary even, and it's still holding up. Actually, now I'm remembering it. The case that I really hated was the one where it just clacked onto the side and just, it was the smart cover. It's like, sure, but then you just grenaded the back of your iPad or it came off in your bag. I mean, it's all obsolete crap at some point anyway, so I don't know why anyone really cares. I mean, this is all looking genuine. It's all looking legit. And I can see like the slight yellowing here where this hasn't even been peeled out. I'm gonna be the first. Wow. I'm sure the seller has like a whole box of these still. But that slight yellowing makes me feel that, yeah, this is old. My brand new case. Oh yeah, that's old glue. Then what? Then we just push it through? My goodness. Really? Do they really need to put this in there too? Alright. This is the free case that you give to your little brother. Oh. It's like before university, after university, before university, after university. Oh, that's a shame. No, it doesn't have that new factory whatever smell. It just kind of slightly smells like someone's attic. It's like a little bit of cigarette and a little bit of BO. That's disappointing, but it is brand new and it looks... this is so sticky. Peel this baby out. Look at it. It just wants to let go like, brother, I am tired. Let me rest now. And I'm like, nah, mate, we got videos to make about nuggets. It's super clean on the inside. I mean, I never took this case off, except to wash it. So, look, hey, it still does hill climb racing. That's still a banger today. Yes. Look at this, with a retina screen and everything. I know this is a simple game, but this thing is ancient, and this is still a game doing well on, like, the iOS store. Oh, I love this game. Oh, no. I'm just playing this game now. All right. Let's get it in. Oh, man, they're tight when they're new. Yes! That is an upgrade. Oh, so good. I can't wait to see what's the first thing to leave a skid mark on it, right? It's like a new pair of shoes back in school, and everyone wants to jump on them and ruin them, because that's just what people like to do. We just can't have nice things. So I can't wait to see what's going to be the first thing to leave them up. Ha! We're doing good! Well, if using employee staff power to track down a stinking iPad case for this channel doesn't show my commitment for more nuggets and things coming this year, eh? Now you've been told.
And like, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Here comes to another year, Frankie. But announcement, I've got YouTube memberships now. I totally respect that $2.80. Like, some people can't do it. And so now I've divvied up my Floatplane into separate memberships for people, but with Floatplane still being the ultimate. Isn't that right? Yeah, Frankie. Floatplane's the ultimate. Wait, no, that's all right. You're not very useful. Yeah, so like for $1, right, you get all the Frank episodes. There, look, we're talking about you again, Frank, eh? And you also get my vlog where I go to Canada, I try American treats, you know, Canadian treats, all these sorts of things, right? $1, you can get them all. Thank you so much. Got heaps of content planned, and yeah, like if you want to watch me listen to CDs and things and watch along with my favorite Japanese show, that's all on Floatplane. That's the only place that stuff can be.
It's also your last chance to get a Frank Snoot. You can get a Frank Snoot. You can get one last chance. There it is.
Frank, gonna let me touch your boopy head. Touchy. No, Frank, come on. Frank, come. Be nice, Frank. Be nice, Frank. Frank. Here's to another year. There's been reports of someone in this room making bad smells. I think if we follow this trail, yes, hang on, it'll lead us to the culprit of the smells, hang on. No, Frank, is it you? No, Frank, you lied to me, you said you didn't make the smells. I can't trust you anymore.